Hi guys, I hope you had a great spring break and a nice break from violin, and I hope you're ready to get back to work here. So we're going to start with tuning. And let me introduce my buddy. This is Bilbo Bunny, and he's going to sit in on our classes this week. All right, so here we go. And this is a great way to check posture too. You can get a little stuffed animal like Bilbo here, or if you have one already, or you can use squinkies, all kinds of things you can use. But if you have good posture, then your bunny is staying still, or your animal is staying still on your instrument. Okay, so if you're drooping this way, yeah, there went Bilbo. Or if you're leaning too much this way, the bunny won't stay either. Okay, so you want to be parallel to the floor, keep your back straight, not hunched over at all, and you want your little animal to be able to sit there and watch you play. All right, so here's your A, and remember to use your pause and rewind buttons as much as you need to. A. And your D. All right, and your G string. And your E. All right, there we go. All right, so before the break and in class, before the ultimate break, we were talking about finger patterns, all right? And so we have 4 major finger patterns that are going to come up through all of your violin playing. All right, so we have the red finger pattern here. That's your finger tapes. Those are the notes that you've been playing since the very beginning, okay? We have your blue finger pattern right here, where you have your low second finger in between first and second finger, okay? So your second finger goes in the space, third finger still on the line, fourth finger on the line. Then we have our yellow finger pattern, which is the newest one that you guys learned, and we're gonna be practicing 2 different yellow finger patterns. We're gonna call them A and B, and I'll get to that in just a second. But we have the first finger on the tape, second finger on the tape, third finger is in the space between your third and fourth finger tape, and then your fourth finger is on the tape. All right, and then we have our green finger pattern, which we're not going to get to for quite some time, but it's good to know about it. And this one, you're going to have a whole finger space in between each finger, okay? So your first finger goes on the tape, second finger goes on the tape, third finger is going to go in the space between the third and fourth tape, and then your fourth finger is going to go closer to the bridge than your tape. So it's going to go past the tape, all right? So red, blue, yellow with the hot 3, the hot pink 3, and green. All right, so I'm going to teach you some exercises today. Now, these finger patterns don't talk about notes. This is not on each different string. You can use your red finger pattern or your blue finger pattern on any string and in any position. We've talked about shifting a little bit. So we're going to start with our red finger pattern on all 4 strings. I'm going to teach you an exercise, and the rhythm we're going to use is I would like some pepperoni pizza. Okay, and we're going to say that twice and then repeat the whole exercise. So we're going to do the whole exercise twice on each string, and you'll get the idea here. But so practice just on the E string. I would like some pepperoni pizza. Okay, nice and staccato, nice and crisp on each of those individual notes. So now try it twice in a row. I would like some pepperoni pizza. I would like some pepperoni pizza. And that's it for the bow. Now for the left hand, each finger is going to take a turn on a note till you get to fourth finger and you do your pepperoni pizza. And then you go back down, each finger taking a turn until you get to your open string where you do the pepperoni pizza. All right, so it goes like this. I would like some pepperoni pizza. I would like some pepperoni and then you do it again on the E string. Okay, good. Now we're going to go to the A string, and we're going to do it 2 times. And this is a great opportunity to practice that 4th finger there, making sure it's in tune. Okay, so I'm going to do the 2nd time on the A string now. Good, all right, and now we're going to do the D string 2 times. And now the G string. All right, great job. So that's your red finger pattern review, okay? Oh, really quick, I forgot this week I have a trivia question for you. So think about this. You can look up the answer, and maybe your parents can help you email it to me, and I will mention the winner in the next video. So the trivia question today is this week is what instrument did Jacques Offenbach play? Okay, what instrument did Jacques Offenbach play? That's a composer we did talk about in class, so look in your book and see if you can find the answer. And if not, you can look it up on the internet if you can figure out how to spell his name. All right, so we're going to go on to the blue finger pattern now. Remember, that's with your 2nd finger in the space of your tapes right next to the 1st finger. So then you have a big space to the 3rd finger and a big space to the 4th finger. Now we're going to use the same rhythm and the same pattern. So our red finger pattern sounded like this. Okay, now I'm going to have that low 2nd finger right next to my 1st finger. 3rd finger's far away, 4th finger's far away. It's going to sound like this. Okay, all right, then I'm going to go to the A string. And now the D string. And now the G string. Good. And it's okay if you don't know the names of the notes that you're playing on each of the strings. It's just important that you get used to the finger spacing and you get used to how those intervals sound. Okay? So you're doing a great job. Now we're going to do our yellow finger pattern with the hot 3. Okay, we learned this when we learned to play G sharp on the D string, and I'm pretty sure that we already learned C sharp on the G string, but we were doing a high 3rd finger, okay? So remember, that's 1st finger on the tape, 2nd finger on the tape, 3rd finger in the space in between, and 4th finger right next door. All right, so I'll go through those real quickly, and this is our yellow A, okay? And I'll explain the difference when we finish this one. All right. Bilbo, you going to come sit with me right now? Okay, good. Thank you. Whoops. Yeah, you can't have your nose on the string. There we go. All right. So, yellow finger pattern. Okay? I know that sounded kind of weird, but that's a fun one to do. All right, so now we're going to do our yellow B finger pattern, okay? And what we're going to do is we're actually going to put our first finger here, okay, right at the nut. And this is the new stuff, okay? So we were working on page 20 and 21. We learned our B flat on the A string, so that low 1 finger, and F natural on the E string, also low 1. So when we play with the B flat in the key signature for the key of F, on the A string and E string, our first finger is going to be here next to the nut. Our second finger is going to be a whole step away in the space between the second and third finger tape. Okay. Our third finger is also a whole step away on the tape. And then our fourth finger is right next door in the space. Okay. So we take these 4 fingers. See if I can do it. There we go. And we slide everybody down a half step. Okay, so you see, if we had the tapes on our, if the red is where our tapes are, okay, this finger is a half step away. It's a little bit bigger than a normal span. But we're going to move everybody down a half step. The first finger is between the nut and the tape. Second finger is between the 2 tapes. Third finger is on the tape. Fourth finger is in the space. Okay? All right, so I'm going to play that for you. And I want you to make sure and practice this one because this will help you get comfortable with the low first finger that we're going to be using moving forward here. All right, so Bilbo's going to watch me do this one too. All right, so there's the half step right there to the F natural right at the nut. Okay, you see how low my finger is there? So whole step away, whole step, half step. Now on A. Now D. And G. Okay? All right, good. So those are finger pattern exercises that you can do without music anytime you pick up your instrument. And it's just kind of like doing push-ups. It's something that you need to do to keep your fingers strong, keep them aware of where they need to be on your instrument. When you graduate to a bigger instrument, it's a great way to get used to it because your fingers are going to have to get new spacing. All right? And so your ears will tell you when your fingers are not in the right place. And your fingertips too. So this video is going to be a little longer than usual because I was doing the whole review of the finger patterns, but make sure and practice those. And on Thursday, I'll introduce a little card game that we can do and that you can do at home to help kind of mix things up a little bit so you don't have to drive everybody batty doing the same exercises every day. All right, so we're going to move to the lesson book now on page 21, and we're going to play that F natural we were talking about. All right, so let's read F natural, song number 95. Now, the reason we know that it's F natural instead of F sharp is because in the key signature, there are no sharps. Okay, in the key signature here, they didn't forget the key signature. This is the key signature. All right, so we have no sharps and no flats, which means we can't play F sharp on our E string tape. Okay, we have to put our finger in the space. So you should have your little diagram, okay, where it shows your first finger is right by the nut, second finger is in the space between the tapes, and third finger is on the tape, okay, just like that yellow finger pattern I just showed you. All right, good. So let's read F, song number 95. All right, here we go. Good. Now we're going to do number 96, technique tracks. All right. So, here we go. There you go. That's number 96. Okay. And be right back. Recording again. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now, if we take everything that we learned and we start with F on the D string, okay, so that's our low second finger, that's our blue finger pattern, and then we use our new yellow B finger pattern on the A string and the E string, we can play a new scale, okay, we can play F. So I'm going to play it, we'll do my turn, your turn, I'll play 4 quarter notes, then you repeat after me for each note all the way up the scale. And then we'll look at song number 97 and play that quickly. Okay, so I'm going to start with my low second finger on the D string for F natural. Your turn. My turn. G. Your turn. A. Your turn. B flat. Your turn. Then second finger C. Your turn. And D. Now E. And F natural is last. Your turn. All right, good job. That was so hard to do. My turn, your turn without actually hearing you, but good job. And don't forget, you can go ahead and rewind and try it again, okay? All right, so we're going to try number 97 now, the F major scale. I'm just going to play it as written, and it's pretty much what we just did. We're just doing 2 notes, 2 quarter notes for each pitch with no rests. And don't forget, bow circle halfway through. It's marked in the music. All right, here we go. Great job. And finally, number 98 is theme from Violin Concerto. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking ahead to see what we've got for Thursday. So, number 98. And I think last time I did share a video for recording of this, so you could hear the whole Violin Concerto if you were interested. Okay, so don't forget, we have Bilbo Bunny is our little helper this week, and we had our trivia question of the week. What instrument does Jacques Offenbach play? Or did he? I'm sorry, he's long dead. And oh yes, I posted a bonus video today. I'll put the link in the description below, but I did some Celtic tunes. I like to do those because they help me relax, because they're just so much fun, and they're usually really happy and very positive sounding and very energetic. And so when I'm feeling a little low on energy, I might play some fiddle tunes, Celtic tunes, and it perks me right up. So those are some favorites of mine. I hope you enjoy them. So we're going to do number 98, theme from Violin Concerto, which is Beethoven, and then I will end the video today. All right, here we go. right, hope you enjoy it. And again, email me or have your parents text me if you have any questions. Feel free to send any videos of any playing you're doing. I miss you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you again. All right, take care.